right? The two samples must be related, okay? So usually what happened, we have the same respondent, the same subject, okay? But we recycle them, or we use them for two different situations and also two different time. So let's say we have Mr. 1, Mr. 2, Mr. 3, and Mr. 4. So we are going to take them back, okay, for the second time, Mr. 1, 2, 3, 4, but at different location or different time. So for example, this one, we test them in May 2022, and then we are going to test them again on June 2022. But these people, okay, the subject in our sample will be the same people, but we use them for different time. There are sometimes, sometimes happen where this person, so for example, Ch, oops, Ch number 4, all right? So in the first round, she could attend, she could join our study or our research. But during the second time, for example, Ch 4, okay, Ch 4 cannot make it. So he says, oh, in June 2022, I'm going for holiday. I'm going to Spain. So I won't be here. So there are a few options that we can take. First, we can remove Cik 4 and Cik 4 from our study. Or Cik 4 say, oh, never mind, don't worry. I have a twin who is identical and exactly like me. We have, we think the same, we behave the same. So I'm sure it won't affect your study. Then it's okay. So we take a replacement for Cik 4 who can behave, who can contribute to our study exactly like Cik 4. Okay, that one will be okay, right? So there are two options, okay? One, we can remove that person from our study, or we can find a replacement who can, contribute or can give exactly like the original person, right? So now we are going to do the same question, this one, example 11, but this time we are going to use SPSS, right? So how to do it? So let's go to SPSS. That's my SPSS. Okay, are you ready? Are you ready, guys? Okay. Thank you, Esther. All right. Right. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to define our variable in variable view. So please make sure you go to variable view window, right? So and then we can start define our variable name, right? Okay, so we have before and after. So but before that we just say this one is BP, right? Put it as a BP. So oops, I got it wrong. Okay, so this one BP. So because it's blood pressure, okay, because the question is regarding the blood pressure, so BP and then numeric. So just let whatever the default is, all right, and then just put label and then blood pressure. Okay. Okay, and then the measurement should be scale. It's not nominal, right? So that's all we need, right? Okay, and then we can go to data view, click to data view, and then we can start entering our data, okay? All of them in one column, okay, 70, 80, 72, 76. Hmm. 56. Sorry. Okay. 70, 58, 66. Okay, people, I'm sorry. I should, okay, supposed to BP, all right, BP before, and then I make it BP after, all right? So it's supposed to be this way. Right, can you please change this one? Okay. And then go back to this one. So make it 15, this one. Control X, and then I just copy this one here. Okay, just check again our data. It is okay. Are you guys okay? All right. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Roha. Right. But the problem is, remember, we have some zero differences in our data. So we need to remove those data, right? So, for example, this one right here, okay, the one that we remove is this one, number 11, right? So you just press delete, right? And then also we have the next one. After we delete that one, that 74, also delete. So it remains only 13 data, right? Okay. Okay, once we finish with the data entry, now it's time for us to do the analysis, all right? So we need to answer the question A and B, but remember, usually before we can answer any question, we need to find the distribution first, okay? So we already did manually, so I would like you to check your answers, whatever we're going to get from the SPSS with what we have done manually, whether we have the same answer or not, all right? So next, what we need to do, just go to analyze, right? Okay, and then compare means, right? This is the purpose, okay? When we do the two samples, it means that we want to compare the means, all right? We want to compare, make comparison. And then choose sample t-test, okay? Right. By the way, you can also follow. It's actually on page. Just in case you missed that one. Oh no, we don't have for the dependent. It's only for the independent. Never mind. Just continue. Right. So this one we have variable one and variable two. So I would like you to click to variable one here, and then just highlight this one. Bring it to the right. Okay. And then the second one, bring to the right. So it means that we have, okay, the BP. So before and after, right? Mm. Okay, the next one that I would like to show you, all right? So if you click the the right click, and then you will see this option coming out on your screen. So what you can do if you click this one, so it only give you all the variable names only, not the label, right? So it will be easy for us to see by using the variable name, right? So just right click, okay? And then display variable name instead of display the variable label. Okay, if you click display variable labels, so it will give you the label, so it will be longer, right? Okay, so then it will be easy for us to see BP before and after. That's what we want to compare, before and after. Right, so then the next one, you just click OK, right? So this is the table that you will get from your analysis, okay, the output. So then now it's time for us to read or interpret the output or the tables given by the